Hello everybody. Today we are going to start our first sport, and our first sport is football, or more specifically flag football. It's a little bit more of a safer version to play when you're on campus in a physical education class. So let's learn a little bit about flag football. So for the rules and gameplay, if you are familiar with traditional football, the tackle variety, most of the rules are generally the same. There's an offensive and defensive team. The offensive team has possession of the ball, and they are trying to advance the ball down the field either by throwing the ball or by running the ball. And the defensive team is trying to stop the other team from scoring. Traditionally, games are played 7 versus 7, but it just depends. It depends on how big the class is or how many people are participating. You can go as little as 5 on 5 or as many as even 11 on 11 if you want. As we mentioned before, the offense is trying to score a touchdown. A touchdown is the last about 5 to 10 yards of the field, depending on how big the field is that you're playing. And as I mentioned, you're trying to advance the ball down the field. A touchdown is scored when a player on the offense enters the end zone with possession of the ball. So after a touchdown is scored, the team that scored the touchdown then either throws it or kicks it off to their teams. That way we alternate possession between the two teams. The offense has 4 downs or 4 attempts to get a first down or a touchdown. A first down starts over when the offense crosses the middle part of the field. This is something that's very different than traditional football, where a team just needs to advance 10 yards to get a first down. In flag football, you need to get across midfield or the middle of the field in order to get a first down. The line of scrimmage separates the offense from the defense. And the point of the game, how you stop a player from advancing, is you pull off a Velcro flag that is hanging from their waist off a belt. So if you're able to pull that flag off, the player is considered down and the play is over, and you start the next play from where the flag was pulled. 1 point is scored for a touchdown. And then, as we mentioned before, you get 4 tries to try to get either across the first down line or get a touchdown. If you do not advance it that far, it goes to the other team. And then defensively, your goal for the most part is to try to stop the other team from advancing. However, if the other team is throwing the ball and you catch it as a defender, that's called an interception, and your team gets the ball. So players on defense can only cross the line of scrimmage to go try to pull the flag of the quarterback, and we'll talk about the quarterback here in a minute, after they count to 7 apples. Now, that could be 7 apples, it could be 5 Mississippis. The main part of that is that we want to give the team at least a chance to try to throw or run the ball before there's a swarm of people going after the ball. The defense is allowed 1 blitz per 4 downs, and then a blitz is when the defense does not have to count to the number, the predetermined number, but players on the defense can cross the line of scrimmage immediately after the quarterback says hike in an attempt to go pull the flags. So the positions on the field, pretty straightforward in flag football on the offensive end. The quarterback is the player that passes the ball. They're the ball that the ball gets snapped to or hiked to. It's where a person is down on the ground with the ball, and they toss it backwards between their legs to the quarterback. The running back can receive a handoff or a toss from the quarterback, and they run the ball. So running back runs the ball. They can also become a receiver if they wanted to, and a receiver is the players that attempt to get open and catch passes thrown by the quarterback. So other notes, basically, if you are trying to advance the ball down the field and you have crossed the line of scrimmage, you are no longer allowed to throw the ball forward. You can throw it backwards, that's called lateral if you want, but you can no longer throw it forward. One major difference between traditional tackle football and flag football is that if the ball hits the ground, the play is considered dead. There are no fumbles. So make sure that you're holding on to the ball and keeping good possession of that. And then, as is the case with a lot of sports, we always just want to try our hardest to be safe, be responsible, and be respectful. Hope you enjoyed this presentation, and I look forward to seeing some of your videos where you are going to attempt to demonstrate how to throw a football using the proper form and technique. So I look forward to it. Talk to you all soon.